In today's video, I'll be going over the two new ships that are part of the Wishing Wharf event, the Bismarck 41 and the Prince of Wales. I'll be going over how to obtain these ships, if I think they're worth getting, and a little about the Wishing Wharf itself, so let's get started. You'll be able to get both the Bismarck 41 and the Prince of Wales in bundles starting on the 20th for NA and the 21st for EU and Asia. You'll be able to get the Bismarck 41 and the Prince of Wales in separate bundles that cost $120 each, which I don't think is worth for tier 8s. But there's a bundle where you get both the ships and for the first time 14-point commanders for each of the ships for a total of $181. And this event goes through June 18th. So I'll be explaining why I think the bundles are worth for both the ships, and after I'll explain a little about what's in the gambling side of the Wishing Wharf and how it works. Let's go over the Bismarck 41 first and talk about why I think it's worth it. This is essentially a Bismarck with a more secondary and a more brawler feel than the regular Bismarck. The regular Bismarck you build into guns, while this you build into secondaries. This ship has manual secondaries that it can increase its range when you're in manual mode to 13.5 kilometers, which makes it have the longest secondaries of a tier 8 battleship in the game. It also comes with an engine boost as well that increases your speed by 15%, so it makes you more maneuverable while having longer range secondaries and higher DPM while you're using them. So overall, the Bismarck 41, if you enjoy playing secondary tier 8 battleships, then the Bismarck 41 is going to be a lot of fun. And it does come with a 14-point commander. This is the build that I use. It's a secondary in the first slot, second's propulsion, third secondary propulsion and concealment. For the build itself, you do the IFHE secondary build to help build it into your secondaries and get that 32 millimeter of pen for your secondaries that helps you do a lot of damage. So first one's gonna be preventative maintenance, then you do the initial Hurge with the IFHE, then the two secondaries for your 10-point, and for your 14-point, you're going to do fire prevention. So that's what the build that's what the captain you get. Now, when you level up to 18, then you do concealment, and then the 21st one build be the adrenaline rush. So if you enjoy playing brawler battleships, then the Bismarck 41 is definitely for you. But if you enjoy playing more of HE farmers, then let's talk about the Prince of Wales. For the Prince of Wales, it's essentially an up-tiered King George, which is the tier 7 tech tree line battleship for the British Navy. The Prince of Wales has faster firing guns than the King George, while also having a heavy repair team heals, as well as having a rapid takeoff spotter. It essentially means you're able to get the plane up for a long period of time, and then once it lands, you can just put it up again over and over again. It makes it really easy for you to be able to shoot over islands if someone's sitting behind it, or just to be able to get more accurate shots on those faraway targets, which is really nice. And so the Prince of Wales is a really good long distance HE farmer, as well as someone's about mid-range, on their broadside, you can use AP and do a lot of damage as well. Now, with this heavy repair team party, you do get a very nice heal, but it does take a long time to go all the way through. And with that, it has a very long cooldown. So you have to build into it so that as you take potential damage, you're able to get your heal back faster. So I'll explain that build. So in the first slot, you're going to do the spotting aircraft modification to get longer action time for your aircraft. Then you're going to do the damage control systems, aiming systems, more accurate guns, propulsion, and concealment. For the Prince of Wales build, you remember if you do buy the bundle that has both the Prince of Wales and the Bismarck, you do get a 14-point build commander. So I'm going to showcase that build, and then I'll showcase the 21-point build after. So the first one you're going to be taking is going to be Emergency Repair Specialist. This allows you to get your DCP, and your heal back faster. Then you're going to do the Anti-Air Defense and ASW Expert. Now, this does help you have stronger anti-air, stronger depth charges as well, but the main thing is that when your anti-air is active at all, which means from anti-submarine warfare planes, airstrikes, hybrid planes, CV planes, as long as it's active at all on anything, you get 40% faster reload time for your consumables, which includes your damage control party as well as the heal. So it helps you get that back faster with that really long cooldown, which is very important. So after that, you're then going to take the improved repair party readiness. This allows you to, the more potential damage you take, the faster you get your heal back, because you do need to build into that. After that, you're then going to do fire prevention so that you take less fires and have a lower fire chance. So that's going to be your 10-point build. 14-point build is going to be concealment. Your 17-point build is going to be adrenaline rush. For your 19-point build, you're going to do brisk so that you do get that nice speed boost with that really good concealment 11.8 kilometers. And then the grease the gears as your 21-point build. So that's going to be the build for the Prince of Wales. Now that we covered why I think the combined bundle for the Bismarck 41 and the Prince of Wales is worth getting, let's talk a little bit about the Wishing Wharf itself and how much it costs and what the rewards in it are. So for the Wishing Wharf itself, the tokens cost like this. In the doubloons, it costs, for 50 Wharf tokens, it costs 500 doubloons. For 1250, it costs 11,250 doubloons. And for 2,500 Wharf tokens, it costs 20,000 doubloons. And how it works is that I'll pull it up on the screen so you guys can see it as well. As you can see here, you essentially get, it costs 50 Wharf tokens per roll. And every 6 roll returns 10 Wharf tokens, effectively 1 free roll per 6. And you're guaranteed rewards every 10 rolls. Now, I'm going to show you guys the rolls, but you're also able to get 2 rolls for free from the bounty system. So they're bringing back the bounty system, and I'll talk about that more on Wednesday when the patch does go live. But essentially, there's going to be a bounty hunt system where there's 2 roles. There's going to be the bounty, which is the target, and the hunter, which is the regular player. And you're going to earn Wharf tokens from doing that event and participating in it. But let's start looking at the rewards of this particular event. All right, so first up, we have the base reward, which is the 92 point, the worst percent. 92.9% on normal is your percentage. This is where you get pack of signals or credits, elite XP, free XP, grade 3, 5 grade 3 eco boosts, right? So that's the grade, the very bottom, all right? So going on from the very bottom, we get a little bit of a upgrade. So now we're at the valuable slash rare permanent camouflage. This is 5%. This is a safe point where if you get 50 rolls, then you get put into here. And there is a lot in here, as you can see. There's a lot of camouflages. There's the Hunt Continues permanent camouflage for the Cossack, the Rumberg permanent camouflage for the the Eugen, the historical permanent camouflage for the Cossack, Unsinkable Sam on the Cossack, the Unsinkable Sam for the Arc Royale, and the historical permanent camouflage for the Arc Royale. And that's a 5%. And again, that save point is 50 rolls. Moving on from there, we now get the even more valuable, the rare. And this is where you get to the save point of 200 rolls. All right, we're getting up there. In this roll, in this area, this is where the Bismarck 41 is if you want to try gambling for it. Same with the Prince of Wales. And also what's in here is the Rodney, the Hood, the Arc Royale, the Cossack, and the Eugen. So all those ships are in there as well for you to be able to gamble for if you want to gamble. They're all in there as well. Now, the final tier, the top tier, which is the rarest of them all, is a 0.1% roll, which is a save point of 500 rolls, is the German BB Eisener Kanzler, which is the Bismarck special event. So it's this event's Bismarck from a special historical event. So that is where it is from. It's essentially a Bismarck that is a very, very limited edition. So the only way to be able to get it is from this event. Now, do I think it's worth doing the Wharfing event itself? Hell no. I don't think it's worth gambling. If you want to spend a few bucks or two on there, then I think it's fine. But other than that, I do not think it's worth doing the Wishing Wharf itself. If you want to get the ships, the Bismarck 41 or the Prince of Wales, just buy it outright. That's going to be my suggestion. One last thing I want to talk about before we end today's video is that the Warhammer 40k series collab is coming back in World of Warships in this patch. So we have the Ignis Purgatio, the Ragnarok, The Cross of Dorn and the Ship Smasher are making a return in this patch. I know a lot of people are excited about the 40k series, so it's returning this patch. Each of the ship's bundles are $54 each. It comes with a 6-point commander, an XP boost for 30 days, which is really nice. And if you want to buy all 4 of the ships in a big bundle, it's for $191. For the doubloons itself, it's 13,000 fighter doubloons per ship. It also comes with the commander, same with the money. And for in total for the doubloons, it's $47,840. And that event runs through June 4th. I definitely recommend buying the Ignis and Ragnarok. They're essentially Moggies. And the Cross of Dorn is the Mines, which is getting a buff in the upcoming patch. That's going to be on Wednesday, May 20th. So highly recommend it. So make sure you guys go and check this out when the patch comes out. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video. Leave a comment on what ships you're most excited for. Make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.